So I decided to get back into reselling. I've been doing it part-time for years and I really enjoy it. I'm going to start documenting some of the stuff that I've been selling lately. So right off the bat, I went to a couple auctions and I got some banana boxes that are filled. I'm going to show those in the next upcoming video. First, I'm going to show you this lot of cars that I just picked up this week. So here is the lot of stuff that I bought. Now I paid $150 for everything here, and you might think that's a lot of money, but to be honest, I went through this box right here was my main interest that piqued me. And I was going through, and there's a bunch of red lines in here, as well as like an Aurora or AFX car. And I don't know all the details on it, but something like this, from what I was looking at, was worth 30 bucks or so. Here's a Matchbox, an older red line. It kind of shows you they got the red wheels on them. So a lot of these are metal, older, from the 70s and 80s time frame, I would say. But there's numerous red lines in this set here. And even some of the older ones, they're not red lines, but they're also, 1977. So there's quite a good selection here. When digging down in here, these are the Tootsie, I think it is. Let's see here. Tootsie Toy. And there's a couple other models in here as well. He originally wanted $50 for just those cars. And then he wanted $50 for the whole case. And he wanted $150 for everything. So I ended up buying all of them. And you can see, this is kind of neat. It used to have some pipes there. They're all discolored now. Quite a few. There's also this. Now, I actually have this car when I was a kid, and I think I still have it somewhere in my attic. A bunch of old farm trucks. So, mainly what you're interested in finding is the older metal cars. These newer plastic ones, like this, is absolute junk. You might be able to lot a whole bunch of these up with some other newer Matchbox and do okay. Even this is like just poor quality. You're looking for the older Matchbox stuff. I had one like this as a kid. I also used to have like the ice cream truck. I don't know if there's one in here or not. So I haven't really dug through too much yet. Surprisingly, some of these sell for pretty good money. There's a couple of funny cars in the lot as well. So I'm going to go through and kind of pick out the best ones and show you those in a separate video. Here's some of the other cars. There's a tow truck. A couple of those mobile racing trucks. San Francisco cable car in the box. Not worth a ton of money. Now here's an old Tonka car. To be honest, I really haven't looked up anything yet. I just happen to know a little bit about the red lines and the value that they can hold. Some of the vehicles have been painted over the years, like this. Some of that stuff can actually be stripped off sometimes. Other times it really wrecks it. This might be a good piece here. I really don't know anything about this at all. Dinky Toys? What does that say? Dinky Super Toy. So that looks like it's a gear-driven missile setup, so that's cool. A bunch of these old fire trucks. And I really got to just go through. I had a car like this as a kid, and it was a color-changing one. And if you put it in the water, it was a sheriff's car. If you put it in the hot water, it would change color. Put it in the cold water, it would change. You put it in the fridge or whatever. So I really got to go through. And some of these are kind of crusty, kind of nasty. Some of them are older, some of them are newer. There's some military vehicles in here as well. So I'll pick out the best stuff, and I'll list that, and I'll share that when I get around to that. There's also some larger cars. Now, some of these actually do pretty well. Some of these are cheap. You see them at the grocery store for $9, $10 on a little shelf. Sometimes when the doors and the hoods and trunks all open up and they have moving parts, sometimes they sell for a lot better money. So I've heard of this brand before. The General Lee, anything with a following like that should do pretty well, I would think. Again, I paid $150 for everything here, and I think I'll do great. This company here, Ertl, they make a lot of tractors and stuff, you'll see. But that's great. Here's a regular version. I think the steering moves on this one. These are great. I had a bunch of these as a kid. That's a 1/25th scale. 1969 Dodge Charger. So that's kind of cool. You got, I don't know what year the General Lee was, but it's around that time frame, 1969 Dodge Charger. So, yeah, a bunch of neat cars. Is it McLaren or a Lamborghini? That's a Lamborghini. Mustang. So I'll post them up and see how they do. These are all going to go on eBay. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be posting some more videos showing the stuff that I pick up every week.